Good morning and welcome to Morning Pulse, the pulse of Nigerian politics, right here on Active Citizens. My name is Ifoma Oji, and joining me in the studio this morning, I have Mr. Sacramento Daniels. Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Chipper.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, joining us also in the studio, we have Mr. Chukwemeka Amechi. Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm fine.
All right, let's move straight to the stories making rounds on social media. Now, Minister of Works Dave Umahi says the Southeast will remain loyal to President Bola Tinubu and will not make what he described as another mistake. The statement comes amid early political realignments ahead of the 2027 general elections. Now, while Umahi's remarks may reflect the position of some political leaders in the region, analysts argue that no political individual or no individual can speak for millions of voters across the 5 southeastern states. Ultimately, the decision on who the region supports in 2027 will be made by citizens through the ballot box. Let's take a look.
We are not going to make another mistake. The past belongs to accident of history. President Bola Tinubu has done a lot, not just for the state, but for the entire Southeast. As he's doing for other geopolitical zones, he's doing for us. One single project, which is 123 kilometers, only in Ebonyi State, is 445 billion naira. So, one single project running from the beach down to the beach again, the boundary with Ebonyi State. That is the project, Trans-Sahara project, and it is the third legacy project of the president. Shall we talk about the equalization of Enugu to Abakaliki, 180 kilometers, 183 billion? Shall we talk about equalization of Africa to Turu to Kiwe, 193 billion, which is 64 kilometers? Now we find me. Is it to talk about the bridge at Ofereke, Rosita Brothers in Cross River? Is it to talk about the famous city bridge? Now we find me. Governor, I'm grateful. I thank you. This is just a demonstration. We never abandon our own. We will never abandon the man who has lifted the state. I was deputy governor, There was no single appointment at the federal level here. But look at the pages. From the page 21, you see all the appointments in Ebonyi State. You see all the projects of the governor. You see all the projects of President Tinubu. We are very grateful. And so I support the governor and the entire Ebonyi State in endorsing President Bola Tinubu as our sole candidate 2023.
We're not going to make the same mistake we made before again in the Southeast. And the Southeast here we're talking about consists of at least 5 different states. We have Imo State, we have Enugu State, we have Anambra State, we have Ebonyi, and remind me the last state, Abia State. And this is one man coming to say that the Southeast will not repeat the same mistake again. How can one man truly speak for millions of Nigerians that have, political affiliation, economic beliefs, and spiritual, all those things? How can one man speak for, a lot of people in the Southeast, Mr. Sacramento?
Okay. That is, he has his fundamental human right to speak. And people have their own right to listen and react. And when you look at the former governor of Ebonyi State and the current minister of Works, you find out that he is he's under the payroll of the current president. You wouldn't expect him to say that he wouldn't, not to say exactly what he's saying. Knowing fully well he's the Minister of Works, and of a truth, they have been doing some federal roads. Of a truth, there have been constructions of federal roads everywhere, both in the majority in the Southeast. There are constructions of the federal roads, and I think that's from the angle where he's coming out from under his own jurisdiction. Now, the truth about it is that as somebody who works under, who has a principal, definitely he will do everything humanly possible to protect where
he fits.
Excuse me. When you could see how many, mostly all the Southeast governors have been, they are still singing the same on the mandate we shall stand. Irrespective that, okay, it's only remaining one, but technically that one is also part of what they are doing.
You mean Abia State?
I don't want to call anybody, but I'm just saying technically
interesting.
they know there is something fishy that is going on. And when you see the opposition parties, apart from NDC and ADC, no other opposition has presented a presidential candidate. So there is something about it. Now, saying they will not make the same mistakes they make, that's what he ought to say. He left for the citizens of the federation to choose whom they will serve.
But I wanted to ask a question. When he said they will not make the same mistake, what is he referring to?
He's referring to that Southeast has always been on the opposition. And at the end, nothing comes
out of it.
Nothing comes out of it. That is it. And when because the kind of democracy we practice in Nigeria is quite funny. It's funny in the sense that when you do not support a particular candidate who is preferred by the political criminals, it becomes development won't come because they see you didn't give me your vote, so why should I come to you? That's the kind of democracy we practice in Nigeria, and that's the kind of people we have. Now, when you look at Rwanda, you find out what President Kagame is doing. In as much as there was a very terrible genocide in 1994, his own now 94 genocide, what happened in Rwanda. Nobody believed that Rwanda will become a great country that it is now, a tourist place that people, the most neatest country in the whole world, the most organized, one of the most organized country in the whole world. You find how you go to Rwanda, you see how neat it is. You can't see bottled water anywhere. You can't see nylon on the floor. Everybody is falling in line because of the mindset of the leader. In line because of the mindset of the leader, the leadership. So that's how countries should flourish now.
Yes, now. Yes, now.
Everywhere is being developed. That is leadership. You come to Anambra, the same aspect is happening. That is leadership. Now, when people do, there's a political.
You to go to other states, including Ebonyi.
Let me just leave it as where I am now. Now, when you go to Imo State as well, you could see aspect of leadership. Because Hope is one man that people thought he's going to fail. But when you go to Imo State, you see what he has done. You understand? He disappointed so many persons.
Wow.
Now, the truth about it is that when we're talking about leadership is not about political party. That is the bane of the problem where we are today.
Yeah.
That is what caused insecurity in the system.
Exactly.
Everywhere. Because people so much, majority of these political criminals that we have now, they don't have businesses.
Oh.
They don't have anything to do. That's where it's centered. And that's why I want to give kudos to the governor of Anambra State, because he came on board and told everybody to go and look for what they are doing. That if I call you into the government to serve with the office, he says my office has a mandate. Every political position, you should realize it has a mandate. It's going to expire one day, and you're going to leave. Now, what mark have you left behind that people will stand on and say, on your mandate we shall stand?
Well, on point. Thank you so much for that. I think I've gotten a good narrative or maybe good use of that on your mandate, which is stand.
Yes.
I mean, it should speak for your legacy. When we talk about you as a person, you should speak. Your legacy should speak for you when you're done with your time in office. Now, coming to you,
sorry, before I want to even give kudos to President Tinubu. Because about 2 weeks ago, he was coming out somewhere and psycho fans.
Okay,
we are singing on your mind. He just told us all of you shut up.
Because he understood. People say.
Yeah, he said all of you shut up. Because he knows that all these people who are singing these songs are not even happy with him. This is hypocrisy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So at least let me give him kudos for once for realizing that his leadership is having a lot of challenges.
Wow.
And that is it.
Kudos to the president for realizing your leadership crisis.
Because some people will start dancing. You might not start dancing. How can you dance?
Mr. Sacramento, let me move on to Mr. Amici now. Now, when we talk about Dave Umahi, he's someone that he's a political heavyweight in the Southeast. He was once the governor of Ebonyi State and now the Minister of Works. When he speaks, he carries a lot of political influence, and not just influence. He carries a lot of affiliation with the federal power. Now, when he say that the Southeast is not going to make a mistake that they made before, what do you think should be the reaction of people? And do you see, a lot of people in the Southeast garnering towards him or supporting his statement? Your thoughts?
Well, like Mr. Sacramento said just now, Dave Umahi is under President Tinubu payroll, and Mandi was able to you cannot be against your master. So at the same time, he's just a politician. He said what he's supposed to say. It's left for the Southeast to decide who to follow. Okay. You understand? So his word is not. He just said it's a political talk. So
do you think it will translate to votes?
No.
Oh.
No, he's a campaign. He's a campaign. He's just making campaign for his boss. So at the end, the Southeast will decide who they will follow.
The Southeast will decide. But we've seen a lot of governors promise the president 3.5 million votes, 25 million votes. They were giving the president assurance. Mr. Sacramento, you have something to say.
Yes, I wanted to say something that what he said. Yeah. That let's not make the mistake we made before. It's in positive and it's in negative.
Yeah.
It's favoring the Southeasterners and somehow the other way around. Yeah. Now, let me give you. The 5 Eastern states, from day one, apart from 2019 and 2023, we have never given all the 5 Eastern states, we've never produced 2 million votes before. So when he's saying we should not make mistakes, it is still encouragement that people should come out and vote.
Okay, I hear you. You're right. Driving your point on the brighter side.
Yes.
Okay, I
so
get you.
So that's why I said it's left for the state to understand, not using a myopic mindset to assimilate what he's saying. It is in 2 ways. It's either we come back and do the needful.
Yes.
And vote for the right person, so that we don't continue making the wrong mistakes we are making.
And that is why a lot of people say once you're an adult, you're able to decipher and make your own, decisions. If this is going to favor you, if somebody advises you, filter the advice. The one you feel is suitable for you, you take it and move on with it. But let's move over to the next story for today, which is tension erupting in Oyo State after social media reports allege that armed thugs disrupted a protest demanding the release of abducted students and teachers. Activist Very Dark Man was reportedly among those present and remained at the scene despite the chaos. The incident has sparked concerns about citizens' rights to peaceful assembly and the safety of those advocating for victims of insecurity. And this development has reignited conversations around security, high-handedness, and civic freedoms in Nigeria. Let's take a look.
Guys, presently we heard the sound of gunshots, and BDM decide to come back. After hearing the sound of gunshots, BDM decide to come back VDM say nothing dey happen. VDM say Odechi. VDM say Odechi. VDM say nothing dey happen. VDM say Odechi. Guys, shey you don see. VDM say Odechi. VDM say nothing dey happen. Their papa, their papa, their papa, their father, their father. Àwọn kan máa ti wá darí bẹ̀rù àwọn táàgì máa ti wá ọmọ ti ń lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kiri. Ọmọ ti ń fọ́ọ̀mù èèyàn lóko ẹ̀wọ̀ ẹ̀ka sá lọ ẹ̀ dúró. Kí ló ń lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa wọ̀nyàn? Kí ló ń lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa wọ̀nyàn? Kí ló ń lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ máa wọ̀nyàn?
You will just watch right now is the protest which happened a few days ago in Oyo State, where Sheyi Makinde and Very Dark Man had a conversation in the public space, and Very Dark Man was saying to the governor of the state that he wants, or we Nigerians want the children back home, and that they are ready to pledge their lives to ensure that these children are being reunited with their family. And in response, the governor of Oyo State promised with his life that he will ensure that these children are being returned home. And this, according to the reports we have now, is an incident that happened that day, where a group of thugs opened fire on Very Dark Man and peaceful protesters, but that didn't deter the peaceful protesters from protesting. Very Dark Man was seen, moving towards the gunshots, or moving towards the protest ground, and the rest of them. And I would love your thoughts now, Mr. Sacramento, Mr. Amechi. I'll start with you. Your thoughts on this? We've seen recent times where citizens take laws into their hands to ensure that people are being protected, but I want us to derive something from this particular story. And what is particular about this story is the fact that armed thugs approached these people, fired at them, but it didn't deter them. Your thoughts on that?
Okay, let me start by first of all, we have a common enemy. Understand? But the problem in this, Very Dark Man is a hope of a common man right now. Is the one, if not because of Very Dark Man, this case of the 45.
I thought it's the judiciary that is the hope of the common man.
I know, as long as we are reconciled,
okay.
Very Dark Man is doing a lot of things for a Nigerian. Okay. Yes, because if not because of him, this case of abducted 45 children and the teachers would have been forgotten. Yes, but he keep on pushing and going straight to even to the Oyo State government. These people, the people that are trying to disrupt the protest. Nigeria, and a Muslim believe that his Christian is the problem. Why a Christian believe a Muslim is the problem? Why not we unite together to fight our common enemy? Fight the people that are causing problem in our system. Yes, but all right. Okay. All right. No. Okay. But everybody is thinking that we are enemies. Why not unite together to fight the common enemy we have?
Why not unite together and fight the common enemy that we have? Mr. Sacramento, your thoughts before I move over to the next.
Well, the issue there is security issues are not things you discuss in public. That's one. And whenever they want to do protests, it has to be well coordinated. Otherwise, hoodlums will hijack it, and it becomes a different thing altogether. Yeah. And people must be careful, most especially Very Dark Man, who they were shooting gun and he was going there. A bullet hits you, you are gone. And you've forgotten.
Maybe you go something.
So no matter whatever you think you have in you, once bullet hits you, you are gone. And that place will be damaged forever. So people.
But what about the spirit of solidarity now?
The spirit of solidarity is not for you to create chaos. Yet, I'm a comrade myself. I'm in Ratao. We are under NLC. We know how we do our things. In as much as we know, most of the times, overzealous people who would always want not the image of the government to be painted dark, so that's one of the where we have issues in the country. People, although it's all over the world, because you see protests even in the United States. When people start protesting, the police, the army start spraying tear gas and cannons and all those stuff. So normally it's there. It's always there, but it's always good to find a common ground. And government should always know. They shouldn't always be afraid of protests. Because if from protests you will know if you are if your government is healthy or not.
Yeah.
Now look at how Sheyi Makinde handled the matter.
Yes.
There is no sane governor that up to this moment the children are in the forest that will be feeling at home.
Exactly.
That's the gospel truth. But people should realize it's no longer in the hands of the state governor.
All right.
Yet it's now a state of it's now a federation matter.
Yeah.
Because they are the ones that are handling security issues.
Okay.
And I can tell you that the security has been doing a lot. Even of recent, where they were going to chase, they were trying to track these kidnappers. About 3 policemen lost their life through bombs that they laid on the IEDs. They laid, and he killed a very senior police officer.
Okay.
There, so
I would love to hold your thoughts to tie it with the next story. Now,
Okay.
now the governor of Oyo State, in response to the insecurity, has launched a toll-free emergency number 615 to enable residents report security threats without using airtime. The initiative is aimed at improving intelligence gathering and encouraging community participation in combating crime. And security experts say the success of the hotline will depend largely on how quickly authorities respond to reports and whether citizens can trust the system to protect their identities and act on the information received. Let's take a look.
When you are preaching on the pulpit, and also on Fridays when we are having Jumat, tell the people, 615, if you see something, just call that number and then let them know how we will act. So I urge our people to please report any suspicious activities in our communities, so that the authorities can investigate and take appropriate action.
15 has been released to the government or the people of Oyo State to report any suspicious activities for the state security agencies to take up the matter. Now, your thoughts now, Mr. Sacramento. I know you were saying something. Sorry,
yeah, it's always good to
Sorry.
have a toll-free number where people can easily, security is not about government. Security is everybody's business.
Exactly.
You must be part and parcel of security, and that is the truth.
Yeah.
When the governor of Anambra State started, that because you know how Oka used to be.
Yeah.
Now when he started, chasing all the criminals element, started demolishing.
The mantra.
Yes, started demolishing homes. Because if you are a landlord, you must definitely know what your tenants are doing.
Yes.
You must be part of what their lifestyle and everything. You don't just give people houses out of blues.
Yeah.
So these are part of security check. Then in a hotel, there are charts that you need to always submit, which is very, very important and paramount that you submit those charts. So those things help to cope insecurity.
Yeah.
And you begin to say, when you see something, you say something, and you could see even up now that pastors and people who are using the name of the Lord in vain in Anambra State are being arrested now and charged to court. So that's a very big one. So that's how security evolves around in a state and helps to curb insecurity.
All right, now to you, Mr. Amechi, your thoughts on this in a minute. Do you think that every other state in Nigeria should emulate such move? Your thoughts?
Such move regarding to the Oyo State. Okay, yes, it's a welcome development. You understand? If you see something, you say something. You understand? The tool number to call it is a welcome development for the progress of the state and for at least to get share information to the state government. Yes.
All right, well said. If you see something, you say something. That is the mantra of Anambra State Security Outfit, and it's the same thing we're saying to every Nigerian. I mean, there used to be a time where everybody was after their neighbor, everybody was looking out for their neighbor, but right now it's as if different communities, most especially the northern part of Nigeria, you see where somebody sees something and says something, the person ends up dead, or you see a neighbor being the spy or an eye to the terrorists in his own community. It's quite sad. We all should try as much as possible to unite and secure one another, because like I always say, no Nigerian is more Nigerian than a Nigerian. And this is where we're going to say or call it a wrap on Morning Pause, and I see the hot right here on Active Citizens. My name is Ifoma Oji, and special appreciation to my guest today for the show, Mr. Sacramento and Mr. Amechi. Thank you so much for lending your voice to the course of this conversation. Now, if you are watching for the first time, this is Morning Pause right here on Active Citizens, and we see you, we love you, we appreciate your support so far. But if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, the time is now. Hit on the subscribe button. Ensure to comment, share. If you have any topic that you want us to discuss tomorrow, please drop it in the comment section and we will take it up from there. Now, from we citizens, Active Citizens, to you, we're saying have a fantastic morning, and please stay safe.
They want to make sure they suppress others from voting.
Every election, a nation makes a choice. Every vote carries a voice. Every polling unit tells a story. But democracy does not belong to Nigerians. It does not belong to government. It belongs to the people. It belongs to the teacher, it belongs to the trader, it belongs to the student, the farmer, the artisan, the ordinary citizen. Together, the guardians of democracy. Now, across more than 176,000 polling units, a new movement is emerging. A movement built on truth, built on transparency, built on accountability, built on peaceful citizen participation. It is not violence, it is not intimidation, it is not division, but verification, documentation, participation, and most importantly, trust. Now imagine every polling unit protected by informed citizen. Imagine every result independently verified. Imagine a stronger democracy. Imagine a better Nigeria. Protecting democracy, verifying results, empowering citizens. This is Active Citizens Award 2027, because every vote must count.